I got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and gentlemen remove your caps for tonight's national anthem. Tonight's anthem is performed digitally by the Beechwood High School Choir.
Good evening. We are live in the den on the campus of Beechwood High School in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, where we will be bringing you live play-by-play action of tonight's battle between your 3-5 Beechwood Lady Tigers, led by Coach Keith Johnson, and the 5-4 Williamstown Lady Demons, led by Coach A.J. Mason. I'm Mike Murphy. My partner tonight is Greg Polgears. Our producer is Katie Murphy, and we are the Beechwood Sports Radio Network. Greg Polgears, Friday night, senior night action. How about that? This should be a good one.
Absolutely. Should be a good game, a good opportunity for the Tigers to get to notch a W. But more importantly, recognizing these seniors, you got several girls that have kind of tried to build this program from the ground up, and it's good to give them a send-off tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Carly Arlinghouse, Stephanie, Meredith Bruin, and Hannah Mueller, who have, and we've seen this multiple times over the years. Coach Johnson absolutely loves these three girls, and he will talk for as long as you'll give him about what they've meant to this program and, the era rising up on this program. So tonight's a night about them, so we're going to talk a lot about them. And, Greg, take us away with first quarter action.
Tigers start the game with possession. Arlinghouse with the ball, top of the key, gets over to Rulin. Rulin to Meyer Reese. Looks to penetrate, kicks it back out. Gets to Josie Boner.
Josie starting tonight in place of Riley Boyd, who is not playing, a little bit under the weather. Josie has shown great. He's played great minutes this year off the bench, and tonight getting the spot start. Expect great things from her tonight.
Meyer Reese penetrates, draws the foul. She'll go line to shoot two. First one is no good.
Greg, the Tigers come into tonight 3-5, averaging 48 points a game, allowing 46 points per game. Story of the season has just been unfortunately the poor shooting of the Tigers that has them with the 3-5 record. Hopefully tonight we'll see a turnaround on that, and they'll start putting the ball in the basket.
Second free throw is good. Williamstown with the ball. Arlinghouse tries to poke it away, does not come up to steal, but Meyer Reese does. Rulin comes a hold of it, gets it to Arlinghouse. Arlinghouse goes up strong, no good. Meyer Reese with the offensive rebound. She loses possession. Tori Fryman comes up with it. Long outlet pass, number 15, Kaylee Varner. There is a foul against Beechwood. Williamstown will take the ball side out.
Her first, team's first.
Williamstown comes in with a 5-4 record. They also struggling mightily from the field this season. They, unfortunately, they have a program that has not had a lot of success over the last decade. So Coach Mason, in his third year, they're looking for a win tonight, and they hope to turn around their season. Very simple. The two programs very similar.
Varner penetrates, brings it back out, tries to penetrate again, but she gets called for the 5-second. Beechwood ball. Meyer Reese running point for the Tigers. Williamstown coming out, playing man-to-man. Gets it over to Rulin on the right wing. Rulin looks for cutting Arlinghouse. It's not there. Reese with the ball. Over to Mueller. Mueller penetrates, kicks it out to Arlinghouse. Looks like we have a travel there, Mike. It will be Williamstown basketball.
Carly Arlinghouse comes into tonight having just a tremendous season. She's already notched her 1,000 points. She's averaging 16 points a game. She has been quite a leader this year, and there she is again.
Webster running point, ball stolen. Carly Arlinghouse comes up with it, goes to the basket for a quick 2-3-0. We do have an injury on the floor. Zoe Webster appears to have twisted her ankle on that turnover.
8th grade guard, one of the young players that Coach Mason for the Demons has his hopes for the future tied into. She is a talented young player. She comes into tonight, averaging only 2.5 points a game, but the coaching staff of the Demons see quite a future from her. Greg, senior night. Tell me, do you remember your senior night?
I do. Against Dixie Heights at home, of course.
All right. What was that like? I remember mine, but mine was a much longer time ago, so the details are fuzzy.
I don't know about that, Mike. It's such a bag of emotions. You know what I mean? It's on one hand, it's bittersweet because you know it's almost over with, which makes you so sad. But on the other hand, you get so amped up because you want to put together a good show and one of your final home games. Varner brings ball up the floor, gets it to Fryman. Fryman loses it. Varney comes back up with it. She penetrates. Loses it again. Rulin almost with the turnover, but instead, ball is passed inside. Mike, I do not have a number on that. 22 is not on my roster. Number 22 converts with 2. Maya gets the ball inside.
Yeah, I don't have 22 on the roster either. We'll have to work on that.
Mueller put the ball up. No good. Tapped out by Williamstown. Beechwood will retain possession underneath their own basket. Rulin will inbound. Gets into Maya Reese. Maya Reese looks to penetrate. Spin move. Puts it up. Oh, no good. Offensive rebound by Arlinghouse. She goes up strong. Basket is good. Tigers extend their lead 5-2 with 5 minutes 41 seconds
And that
to go.
play right there is a microcosm of the career of Carly Arlinghouse. She just scored that bucket with 4 Demon defenders draping around her. That was really nice. She has just been a heck of a player.
Price running point. She penetrates. Puts it up off the glass. Too strong. Goes for the offensive rebound. Not there. Tipped out of bounds. Tigers possession.
Kayla Price, the leading scorer and leader of this team, senior, averaging 10.2 points per game. I have Trinity Pence averaging 10.8, but I don't see her on the floor anywhere, number 1.
Maya Reese, a talented sophomore, running point for the Tigers. Gets it to Rulin. Back to Reese. Reese penetrates. Spin move. Gets in the paint. Gets it off to Arlinghouse. Arlinghouse goes strong to the glass. Basket is good. Tigers 7-2 with 5 minutes to go.
Coach Johnson wanted his Tigers to start out strong early and send a message to the Demons. That's been one of the points that he's driven home. Is one of the ways to start winning games is to start strong and deliver early messages to opponents that they're not going to walk all over the Tigers.
Number 22 for Williamstown, turnover. Looked to be a good scoring opportunity for the Tigers. Unable to convert. Williamstown with the offensive rebound. 22 with the ball. She penetrates, puts up the runner. No good. Rebound by Tori Fryman. She brings it out, resets the offense. Gets it to Varner. Varner penetrates, kicks it out to the mystery player, number 22, who shoots for 3. No good. Williamstown with the offensive rebound. Tori Fryman pulls for 3. Beechwood with the defensive rebound. Gets it up to Maya Reese. She runs points behind the back. Resets the offense.
Nice pass.
Finds a cutting Hannah Mueller. She kicks it back out.
There we go.
That is
Harper Burkmeyer.
Harper Burkmeyer knocks down the 3. 10-2 Tigers lead with 3.5 minutes to go.
Great start by the Tigers, Greg.
Yeah, exactly what Coach Johnson was looking for tonight on senior night. Williamstown ball.
Ooh.
That was Mike number 44.
Michaela Price. That's
Michaela
about as
Price
wide.
Goes to the racket strong and converts for 2.
Not going to get much easier to get downhill there, is it?
Not at all. Not at all. Hannah Mueller puts the ball on the floor, kicks it out to Carly Arlinghouse. Arlinghouse out to Rulin. Rulin one dribble, pull up just outside. Carly Arlinghouse there for the stick back. 12-4, Tigers with the lead.
Well, the other thing Carly has done great this year is rebound the ball. And right there we see with the rebound stick back, she comes in averaging 5.8 points a game, second leading rebounder on the team. And look at this, Greg.
Carly Arlinghouse with the great steal, puts it off the glass for 2. Tigers extend their lead to 10 with 2 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the first period. And Williamstown will call a timeout.
Yeah, Greg, I think somebody's feeling their senior night.
Absolutely, deservedly so.
Definitely.
Carly Arlinghouse has been the rock of the program the last few years.
Just a tremendous start to the season as well. Again, we talked about, since we started broadcasting girls games 3 years ago when we talked to Coach Johnson about the process and understanding that there were building blocks to getting to this point with these 3 seniors. Despite the slow start to this season, which really we can attribute to one thing and one thing only, and that's poor shooting, he still believes that there is, an upside to this team that hasn't been reached yet. And we're seeing, the seeds of that here tonight. 14-4, great start. Carly Arlinghouse really playing strong. And the other thing is, too, they're down, 2 starters now, Allie Owen and Riley Boyd. So, a really strong start here. On the floor for the Tigers, Josie Bonar, Carly Arlinghouse, Harper Burkmeyer, Meredith Rulin, and Claire Bolger seeing her first action of the night. Looks like Zoe Webster walking into the trainer's room with Coach Slusher to get that ankle looked at.
Number 10, Jolie Litz for Williamstown will be taking her place. She's inbounding the ball. Gets it in Fryman. Fryman brings the ball at the floor, spin move, cross the timeline. Penetrates, kicks it out to 22. 22 goes baseline, picks up the dribble.
Good defense there by Meredith Rowland.
Excellent defense. Gets it back out to Litz. Litz resets the offense. Over to Fryman. Fryman in 22, goes left. Gets it to Price. Price, one dribble, pulled up for a long two, no good. Tigers with the rebound. Rebound attributed number 24, Claire Bolger for the Tigers.
Bolger, an outstanding post presence for the Tigers. She had a good couple of games, and I think you're going to see a lot of her tonight.
Bonar with a great shot fake, goes to the glass strong. Basket is no good. Rebound by Williamstown. Fryman looking to push the tempo. Gets it up to Litz. Litz pulls for a deep two. Basket is no good. Tigers with the rebound.
Williamstown only shooting 26.8% from beyond the arc this year. Not a strong long-range shooting team. Carly will take a seat, and Hannah Mueller will check back in.
Tigers, Hannah Mueller.
Williamstown ball underneath their own basket. Gets it in number 32. 32 over to 22.
Greg, I don't see a 32 either.
I do not.
All right.
Fryman wins the ball, gets it back out to number 22, resets the offense, gets it to Jolie Litz. Litz again looking to reset the offense.
Greg, I think 32 is Gracie Crump.
Litz penetrates, draws the foul. Looks like that foul will be on the floor. Williamstown will take the ball out into the baseline.
Greg, Williamstown comes into tonight averaging 45 points a game, allowing almost an identical 45.9. And again, 37.1% from the floor this season, only 58% from the free throw line. So generally, when they start off shooting poor, it's going to remain poor. So this is a golden opportunity for the Tigers to put points on the board.
Crump gets the ball in the inbound. She draws the foul. Another Tigers foul. That's three team fouls for the Tigers. It will be Williamstown ball along the sideline.
Foul on Josie Bonar.
Jolie Litz will inbound.
Her first, team start.
Difficult time getting in. Gets to 22. Penetrates baseline. Pulls up for the short two. Basket is no good. Tigers rebound. Gets to Maya Reese. Maya Reese goes up strong. Basket is no good, but she drew the foul. Will go to the line to shoot two.
That's a nice job right there by Harper Burkmeyer to, in transition, to get that bounce pass to Maya. Harper looking strong so far tonight.
Her first, team's second.
Maya Reese came into tonight 50% from the free throw line, but that was only on 2 attempts.
Mike, that was a very confident free throw there. Nothing but net. First one is good. Tigers up 15-4. Minute 19 to go in this first period.
One of the other reasons you can attribute the slow start for the Tigers is Maya has been battling injuries, and she's probably closer to 100% than she's been all season long. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of effort she turns into tonight.
Second free throw in and out. Rebound by Fryman. Fryman looks to push the tempo. Gets it up to Litz. Back to Fryman. Fryman spin move, penetrates. Puts it up off the glass. Basket is good. 15-6.
Nice,
Williamstown looking to cut in the lead.
Nice move right there by Tori Fryman. She came into tonight averaging 9.4 points a game.
Mueller puts the shot up off the assist from Maya Reed. Basket is good. 17-6 Tigers lead.
Well, Mueller's dangerous when she gets that jump shot going, isn't she? I mean, she's definitely.
She certainly is. That's her game.
She's got some range.
Let's run point for Williamstown. Gets over to Varner on the right wing. Varner, 22. 22 pulls for three. Strong box out by the Tigers. However, Williamstown comes up with the offensive rebound. Gets out to Litz. Litz looking to reset the offense. Uses the screen. Goes right. However, we have an offensive foul on number 22 for setting the illegal screen. Tigers will take possession with 25 seconds to go, leading 17-6.
All right, here we go. Coach Johnson would love to get a basket here in this last 25 seconds.
Mueller will inbound to Maya Reed. Tigers looking for the final shot of the quarter. Gets it up to Mueller on the right wing. Back to Bonar. Bonar penetrates, kicks out to Rulin. Rulin pulls for three. No good, but Bonar with the rebound. Gets over Rulin. Rulin finds a cutting Carling Arlinghouse, who goes up strong. Basket is no good. Rebound by Price. And that will do it for the first quarter.
All right, so that's a great start.
Wait a minute.
What do we got
Coach
here?
Johnson very upset. There is a foul there to end the quarter, Mike.
Oh, my.
They're going to call that a shooting foul. Number 44, Michaela Price, pulled up for the three-quarter court shot.
Wow.
At the buzzer, drew the foul. She will go to line to shoot three.
Again, as we talked about, this is not a very strong shooting free throw team. They come in 58% as a team. Michaela Price at 65%.
First free throw is no good. Again, Tigers lead 17-6. No time on the clock after the first period has expired. Second free throw is up and good. 17-7. Tigers lead by 10.
Coach Johnson got the hand on the hip. He got the stare game going on with the official that called that.
And the third free throw is up and good. 17-8. Tigers lead by 9.
All right, Greg, so some quick facts about Carly, Hannah, and Meredith. So did you know, Greg, that all three are 13-year seniors at Beechwood? You know, one thing I've learned, it has a special status in the Beechwood and Fort Mitchell
Absolutely.
corridors, and it should. And I mean that's a special thing. But so all three of them are 13-year seniors at Beechwood. They came up through the elementary basketball program, and they've been playing together. How cool is it? Since third grade.
That's pretty awesome.
That is. You know, in talking to the girls prior to the game, one of the common themes is that they're I guess their experience that throughout the elementary, middle school levels, and they talked about some of the coaches, Jim Laird, Bob Evston, Steve Herrera, and our great friend Jerry Deathridge.
That's awesome.
And they talked about how those guys. One of the things they talked about was the best way to get really good and to have great teams is to bond as teammates, which is what they have definitely done. Keith Johnson coached them in 6th grade before he became the varsity coach, so we'll talk to him about that. But we've got some more fun facts about Carly, Hannah, and Meredith coming up. All right, on the floor to start the second quarter, Maya Reese, Carly Arlinghouse, Harper Burkmeyer, Meredith Rulin, and Hannah Muir. Williamstown will inbound from the sideline. Tori Fryman, junior guard. She inbounds it to Kaylee Varner. Varner, a popular sports name down in the southern parts of northern Kentucky. And number 22 kicks it out to Varner. Varner fires and hits a three. That'll make it 17-11. Coach Mason very happy about that. Reese over to Muir, left wing. Muir.
Yeah, Williamstown not a strong outside shooting team, but they get that shot to fall.
Neither of these teams are at all. All right, Carly. Bounce pass to Ruin, top of the key. Meredith. No, they're going to call a double dribble there.
Yeah, the Tigers historically have been, a pretty decent three-point shooting team, Mike. However, they have struggled this year.
Yeah, it's been it really has been a struggle from outside and inside this year, and unusual to the extent that it has been.
Right.
All right, Jolie Litz, she inbounds.
Great
Maya Reese
defense
with great
by Maya
defense,
Reed getting on the floor.
Call a foul.
A bit too aggressive there.
Yep. But again, love to see the aggressiveness because Maya's been struggling with various injuries.
Yeah, Maya's a player we enjoyed watching last year as a young player, and she's definitely got a bright future.
All right, Jolie Litz inbounds to Kaylee Varner. Varner dribbles up the middle of the floor, top of the key to the right. Get over to Litz. Over to 22. 22 defended by Ruin. Ruin with the
great steal.
Spins, gets across the timeline. Free throw line, bounce pass to Burkmeyer. Burkmeyer thinks about the jumper, then gives it to Carly. Her jumper, no good. Rebound by Varner. Varner gets out of an almost bad situation there. 22 over to Fryman. Fryman gets it to Litz in the corner, and they're going to call a travel on Litz. Gracie Crump, freshman forward, will check in. 6:55 remaining. Beechwood leads 17-11 here in the Den, senior night. Maya Reese brings the ball up the floor. Across the timeline, dribbles to the right, gets it to Ruland, right wing. Ruland
Nice job by Ruland.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Joel Ouellette. Speaking of injuries, Meredith Ruland, she also has been struggling, to after losing the majority of her junior year to a pretty devastating injury. She's been struggling to get back in, and she's been really looking good of late. 12 points against Holmes. That three-point shot finally coming back to what it usually is. Arlinghouse fires a three. She misses off the front of the rim. Rebound, Tori Fryman. And they love coming to the sideline over here, don't they?
They sure do.
Goodness. All right. They're going to call a foul there. I believe that's going to be on Carly.
Yeah, Carly Arlinghouse is, throughout her career has been an impressive shooter, but she just seems to lack confidence this year, Mike.
Yeah. All right, Kaylee Varner across the timeline. Lady Demons setting their offense. Bounce pass into Crump, left elbow. She finds a
great backdoor
Tori
pass.
Fryman, who puts it up and in. That makes it 17-13. Williamstown on a bit of a run here, and they are in a 2-2-1 full court press. Hannah Muir brings it up right down the floor.
Great long pass to Ruland. Good skip past Arlinghouse.
Arlinghouse pump fakes, drives, tries to find streaking Muir, and Williamstown comes up with it. Kaylee Varner puts it up and in, 17-15. Coach Johnson not too pleased. He calls timeout. When you start out the way they started out, and then you get that foul call there at the end of the half, it's things like that just seem to kill momentum. And how many times have we seen that over the years? Something as small as that can kind of turn things. And now, incumbent upon the Tigers to make sure that they don't let this get any worse, because, Williamstown, they got some talented players.
That's right. They're a very young team, but they have some talent. And, Mike, you're exactly right. I think the Tigers have been strong on the defensive end. The one knock I would say is they've given up some offensive rebounds tonight so far. But overall, strong on the defensive end. The problem is the offensive end. They're getting some shots, but they're not knocking them down. I shouldn't say that. They started out strong, and then they're hitting a bit of a cold patch now. And I think that's leading to some frustration and some forced shots from the Tigers. They just need to take a deep breath at this point, gather themselves, and come back out and play the basketball they know they can play.
All right, coming back onto the floor, Arlinghouse, Ruland, Muir, Bonar, and Maya Reese. Lady Demons in a full court press look, 2-2-1. Muir gets it into Ruland. Ruland down to Reese. Reese across the timeline to Arlinghouse. Arlinghouse left wing. She gets it to Maya. Maya left wing back to Carly. They're going to leave her wide open. She fires, misses, had a great look. Rebound Bonar. She puts it on the ground, shoots, misses. Rebound Arlinghouse up and in, 19-15.
That's what you love
Beechwood
to see
leads,
out of Carly Arlinghouse. She's obviously struggling from the outside. She's going to get it done in other ways. Hits the offensive glass hard, gets the rebound, puts it back up for two.
Definitely. And they're going to call a foul here on Josie Bonar on Tori Fryman.
No matter how good of a shooter you are, Mike, you're going to go through that dry spell. So love to see Carly Arlinghouse getting it done in other ways.
She turned herself into a very strong rebounder this year. Hannah Muir will inbound. All right, Muir inbounds to Maya. Maya will bring it up the floor. Across the timeline. Gets it over to Bonar, right wing. Back to Maya, top of the key. Maya kicks it to Carly. Carly passes over to Josie Bonar. Bonar thinks baseline, but gets blocked by Crump. Kicks it out to Muir. Muir hands it off to Maya. Maya fires for three. She misses. Rebound, Kaylee Varner. 4:55 remaining. 19-15 Tigers lead. Varner coast to coast.
Take the charge.
Puts up a runner. No good.
Good defense.
Rebound
good defense.
there, yeah.
Forces a difficult shot.
Muir down. Muir with the ball in the block. She puts it up and
Great job by Mueller.
Yeah, nice pass there by Maya Reese, too, to find the taller Muir in a mismatch situation.
Confident short jump shot that falls down. I like to see that.
Kaylee Varner. Top of the key. Bounce pass to Crump, right elbow. Crump puts the ball on the court. She kicks it to Fryman. Fryman, runner, no good. And Muir with the rebound. Hannah bringing the ball up the floor. Left elbow, she spins.
Get in
puts
there.
It up, no good. Ball out of bounds. It'll go back to Williamstown. Okay. So 21-15, 4:10 remaining in the half. All right, Williamstown will inbound. Price back in the game. She gets it to Tori Fryman. Fryman down the left side of the floor, defended by Ruland. And she turns it over. Tried to find Michaela Price on the right wing, but sails it out of bounds into the stands. 4:02 remaining. 21-15, Tigers lead. Hannah Mueller inbounds to Harper Berkmeyer. Harper Berkmeyer, one of the bright young stars of this program. She bounces it to Mueller. Mueller loses it, and there's a
Mueller
fight for it.
Yeah,
and
loses it in the double
ball.
team
Yep.
jump ball.
And let's see, who's number 12, Greg? 12 is Shayna Bassey, sophomore forward, and seeing her first action.
Correct.
All right, Ruin inbounds to Carly. Carly out to Harper. Harper left wing. She drives. Runner, no good. No call there.
A lot of contact there, Mike.
A lot of contact. Price comes up with the ball. She dribbles down the floor.
Oh!
Jumper, yes, absolutely called a travel there.
Take the train next time. It might be quicker.
I like that. I like that. All right, Mueller
that might have been at least 4, maybe 5 steps. That was bad.
Without question. All right, Ruland back to Berkmeyer. Berkmeyer off her fingertips. Crump comes up with it. Carly looks to steal it, but Michaela Price comes up with it, and she's dribbling down the left side of the floor, left wing. She's going to kick it out to Tori Fryman, who fires, misses the long three-pointer. Crump with the rebound, and her stick back goes.
Nice put back by Crump. Tigers got to do a better job of boxing out here, Mike.
Yeah, Crump, I believe Crump's a freshman. She's a solid player. All right, Arlinghouse kicks it out to Mueller. Mueller over to Harper. Harper over to Ruin, right wing. She kicks it over to Bonar, right corner. She fires a 3, misses badly. Price with the rebound. 2:59 remaining, 4-point game here at the Den on senior night. 21-17, Tigers lead. Fryman, right wing, defended by Harper. Fryman dribbles towards the key. Now she kicks it back to. We have. They look almost identical, Greg.
Don't they, Mike?
Yeah, Kaylee Varner, top of the key, bounces it over to Bassey. Bassey, the left-hander, dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Price. Price, elbow jumper, forces it, no good, and Carly comes up with the rebound. She gets it to Berkmeyer. Berkmeyer brings it down the floor, kicks it over to Mueller. Mueller drives,
nice take by
and
Mueller.
No good, but she draws contact. Michaela Price with the foul. Great job right there by Hannah. She saw that the defender went flying past her, and she drove to the basket and drew contact.
Foul player 44, her third, team's 6th.
Hannah on the season shooting 36% from the free throw line. She misses that one. Tigers as a unit shooting 53%. Claire Bolger checks in. Meredith Ruland will grab a breather. And Hannah's second free throw is good. 22-17, 5-point lead. Crump gets it out to Jolie Litz. Litz across the timeline, gets in a bad spot, and Carly with the steal.
Great job by
and
Carly.
She misses. Mueller there. She misses. Fight for the rebound. Okay, right. Maya Reese picks it up, misses the shot,
Nice
but
job
draws
to stay
contact.
with it, Maya.
Right.
And again, Carly Arlinghouse, unable to convert there, Mike, but, I applaud the effort, getting things done in other ways other than shooting.
And how many times we talked about that with Will Downton on the boys' side?
Absolutely,
if the shots
that's
aren't
right.
falling, be the leader that you become and be great in the other areas of the game.
Exactly right.
Maya Reese at the free throw line. Our free throw, no good. I love the warm-up suits that the coaches are wearing, the matching warm-up suits for Williamstown.
Right,
Coach
right.
AJ Mason. Maya Reese, second free throw is good. That'll make it 23-17, 2:07 remaining in the half. Kaylee Varner brings it down across the timeline, bounce pass over to Litz. Litz finds Fryman in the corner. Fryman finds who that is, 22, and she gets it back to Fryman, who puts it up and in, 23-19. Fryman, a really strong player, Greg.
Absolutely.
She's a leader on the floor for them. Reese down the floor to Carly. Carly, elbow pass.
Nice
to Claire
pass
Bolger,
by
who
Carly
puts up no
Arlinghouse.
good rebound. Again, Carly, she loses it. Stolen by Tori Fryman. Looked like she might have twisted her knee there.
Right? That looked very awkward, Mike.
Yeah.
I did not feel like it was a foul. It looked like she
That
went
did
down
not.
on her own. However,
Yes.
the officials don't see it that way.
All right, 1:36 remaining, 23-19.
Team 7.
Lady Tigers lead. Corey Fryman will head to the free throw line. Fryman on the season, 61% free throw shooter. Her free throw is good.
Looks like we have a lane violation, Mike.
How about that?
Front end of the 1-and-1, so that will do it. Tigers will take possession.
These guys are going to bring out all the calls tonight.
They sure are. They're getting creative, Mike.
Yes. Hannah Muir into Rulin. Rulin down to streaking Maya Reese. Reese across the timeline. Dribbles right past the defense. Her shot falls.
Nice
shot.
take by Maya Reese.
That is what you want to see out of Maya Reese.
Absolutely.
Showing speed and athleticism, blew right past the Lady Demon defender.
Nice floater.
Joey Litz dribbles towards the top of the key for the Demons. Over to Crump, left wing. She fires and buries the three with confidence, and that'll make it 25-22. Big three for the Demons. Carly Arlinghouse dribbles down the timeline. She gets into a bad spot. Basie with the steal, and
Gets
Carly
it right
then
back.
steals it right back.
Tiptoes the free throw or the half court line.
Reese who loses the ball out of bounds. Unfortunate turn of events there.
Great steal, great pass. Unfortunately, Reese unable to come up with it.
She plays like a senior, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. Doing little things tonight to contribute. I love it.
All right, 57.1 seconds remaining in the first half. 25-22 Lady Tigers lead. Kaylee Varner brings the ball up the floor, and they're going to call contact on. That was she barely touched her, Greg.
That's a little touchy there, Mike, don't you think?
I think he was feeling left out and wanted to have
I think he wanted to get it on the action.
Yeah.
The other two guys have been dominating tonight. Mike, would you say we have a potpourri of calls this evening?
A plethora.
A plethora.
A plethora, yes. Yes. Hey, it's,
would you
it's
say
Friday,
I have a
Friday
plethora?
Night. Yeah, a plethora. Lady Demons. Varner with the free throw is good. 25-23. So, again, we're seeing, Greg, the Lady Demons putting on a little bit of a run on the Tigers, who are kind of in that classic lull that we've seen from time to time. Varner's second free throw falls. It's a one-point game, 25-24, 50 seconds remaining. Hannah gets the ball into Josie Bonar. Bonar across the timeline. She is assaulted. No call was made. Rulin comes up with the loose ball. She gets it back to Hannah. 40 seconds remaining. Hannah, free throw line jumper.
Got it!
Nothing but net. I love that jump shot that she's got.
Impressive jump shot off the dribble.
27-24. Tigers lead, 30 seconds remaining. Kaylee Varner across the timeline.
Tigers would love nothing more to get a stop and a quick bucket than the half.
Varner kicks it out to Fryman. Fryman to Litz, back to Fryman. Fryman defended by Bonar. She goes baseline, kicks it out to Litz, over to Crump, to Varner, top of the key. Buries
big
three
by Varner
to tie the game. Again, we talked about this is not a strong three-point shooting team, but they have really, I think they've hit 3 threes in this second quarter. And the desperation three by Maya, no good, and that will do it. A barn burner here at the Den, 27-27 at the half. Greg, what do you think?
Mike, that final possession by Williamstown was very impressive.
Yeah.
They penetrated, went baseline, kicked it out to the corner, made the extra pass, something we talk about in the boys' game quite a lot. That's how you beat teams, is making the extra pass. Unfortunately for the Tigers, Varner was left wide open, knocked down a three to tie the game.
Yeah, tough. I mean, and we've said multiple times, both teams struggling mightily from the field, especially beyond the three-point arc this entire season.
Williamstown doesn't look like it's a night, though,
No,
do they?
They came into tonight averaging 26.8%, averaging about 4 to 5 three-pointers a game, and they've already got that. So, and that right now is the difference. And on Beechwood's side, quite frankly, they can win this game. They just have to avoid the kind of disappearing it for a couple minutes every quarter. It's up down. You just have to be more consistent.
No doubt.
You have to be more consistent. Okay, so a couple things. Couple other fun facts about our 3 seniors. My favorite, and one of the things I learned today from talking to a few of them and talking to some of the supporters. And I need to pull this up because it's this is fascinating. So, we talked about Carly, Meredith, and Hannah. They played together, for since they were in 3rd grade. They are in the ways that you can know each other on the basketball floor. They know each other perfectly, right? So, but one of their kind of getting thrown into the fire moments in their career. Their first game, when they were freshmen, they were because of various injuries and some losses to the program, some players that didn't return, and because of their talent, they were starting first game of the year, freshman year. They're starting with 2 sophomores against Holy Cross, who at that time was one of not just one of the best teams in Northern Kentucky, but one of the best teams in all of the state.
That was right around the years they won the state championship,
yes.
Mike.
And let me find this here. So the first game of the season, Holy Cross, with our seniors now as freshmen, knock off the Tigers 82-11. In that game, the Tigers shot 10%.
Wow.
And they were just run out of the gym. Now, at that point, you have a decision to make. You know, are you going to commit yourself to this thing, or are you going to give up? Well, Meredith Ruin, she had a lot to say about that, and she spoke about how you know, she had to decide at that moment whether a game like that, an experience like that, would let her ruin her love of basketball, or whether or not she would use it as motivation. She chose to use it as motivation, and that after that game, she wrote 82-11 in Sharpie on her shoes as a reminder of that decision, and to date, she still wears that 82-11 on her shoes. Pretty impressive.
I love that story. That's Kobe-esque. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I love that.
I mean, and that is, you know, again, another of many microcosms of these 3 young ladies. So we talked about they've been varsity starters since their freshman year, since that 82-11 loss to Holy Cross. Their freshman year, you know, they were 3 of the 5 starters along with 2 sophomores. The senior captain on that team was out with a torn ACL and did not come back until mid-season. So, you know, definitely thrown into the fire. The 3 of them all played together in the offseason for Cincy Swish, an AAU program that Coach Johnson coaches in the offseason. Meredith and Carly played for the program for 4 years together. So, you know, these senior nights, it's we've only been doing this for 3 years. Where does time go, Greg?
I know, right,
You
Mike?
know,
It feels like yesterday that we were talking about these girls as freshmen and sophomores.
So anyway, a great night to be here at the Den to celebrate these 3 ladies. We are going to take a quick break, 27-27, about 5.5 minutes until the second half kicks off. Thank you, everyone, so much for taking the time to tune in or turn on and watch us on Boxcast. We're excited to be offering this service to you. So we will be back shortly. As always, Greg, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
And we are back here at the Den at Beechwood High School, where your Beechwood Tigers locked up in a all-out brawl with the Williamstown Lady Demons, 27-27. Greg, just looking at some scoring numbers in the first half, Carly Arlinghouse, she leads the Tigers with 12 points. Nice half for her.
Absolutely.
Hannah Muir with 7, showing off that impressive jump shot. Maya Reese with 5, and Harper Burkmeyer with 3. For Williamstown, Kaylee Varner leads with 10 points. Tori Fryman with 6. Gracie Crump with 5. Michaela Price with 4. And Jolie Litz with 2.
Everyone say happy birthday to her. 90. That's great.
Nice crowd here on senior night.
It is a nice
Greg.
crowd for senior night, Mike. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments the Tigers make in the second half, Mike. You know, Williamstown has pressed quite a bit. Tigers really have not had much of a problem breaking the press. Where the problem has come is putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, it's just the Achilles heel of this team right now. You know,
they've had the looks. They've had the looks. They're really not. They're, you know, I'm sure if you ask Coach Johnson if he expected to be tied at halftime, he'd say no. But the Tigers are not playing bad basketball.
Right.
You know, they seem to have executed well. They're doing the little things. You know, they just need to clean up the offensive rebounds on the defensive end and ultimately just put the ball in the basket.
Right on. There we go. There's a great
Tigers
start.
with the steal right off the bat. Josie Bonar gets it, goes coast to coast. But Mike, off the glass, no good.
Maya Reese with the rebound, though, and that's goodness.
Man, Mike, I don't know about that.
Yeah, and Maya's not sure about that call either.
No. Granted, she lost the ball there, but I did not see that as double dribble whatsoever.
This guy's a fan of blowing that whistle.
A
real enthusiast.
Skip pass by Williamstown. Gets it to Varner. Varner to Litz. Litz gets it into Michaela Price. Basket is no good. Rebound by Mueller. Mueller loses at half court, gets it back. Gets to Carly Arlinghouse on the right
she was
wing.
there. She was there.
The
inside.
cut was there, Mike.
Yep.
She missed it. Rulin pulls up for 3.
There we go.
Knocks it down. Big shot
three.
by the senior.
I've said this has been a journey back from injury for Meredith Ruhlin, and she's looked really good the last couple of weeks. She's getting that three-point shot back, getting her basketball legs back, getting her confidence back, which has been the biggest thing. As you know,
Absolutely.
Greg, if you come back from an injury, every step you make, or you're thinking, am I going to re-injure this? So big shot there.
Varney with the ball. She was tightly guarded by Maya Reese. A little too tight. The officials called a foul. Williamstown will take the ball side out.
Teams first.
Price inbounding for the Lady Demons. Gets in a Crump. Crump back to Price. Sets up the offense. Gets in a Crump. Crump kicks it back out to Litz. Stolen by Ruhlin on the post pass.
You know, Greg, we did the Coach Getz and I did the All-A Classic game against Newport Central Catholic, and Meredith Ruhlin just doing everything. Defense. There we go.
Look at that. Big three by Maya Rice, the sophomore, stepping up. Confident shot.
6-0 run to start the second half for the Tigers after back-to-back turnovers by the Demons and the Tigers.
Crump hands the ball off to Fryman. Fryman goes right, gets to the Litz, sets a screen. Williamstown running a little weave.
Maya Reese with 8 points, Greg. She's looking strong tonight.
Fryman tightly guarded. Gets over to Varner. Varner penetrates, thinks better of it, brings it back out. Skip pass to Fryman. Over to Litz. Over to Crump. Crump penetrates, goes right to the glass, puts the ball in for 2. I'm sorry, that's Price.
Cannot give her the baseline like that.
Price stops the bleeding. Carly Ryanhouse with the ball. Penetrates. Kicks it out. Strong move. Mike, was that Josie Bonar, I believe?
Yeah,
Basket is no good.
Yeah, the rim not her friend tonight. She's had 2 really good looks in this half, and both just off the front of the rim.
Fight for the rebound. I believe they got Carly Arlinghouse on the reach-in. It will be Williamstown ball. 33-29, 5.5 to go in this third period.
I believe that's – did you hear that right? That's her third foul?
Third foul, Mike. That is correct. Varner with the ball. It's over to Fryman. Fryman to Litz. Litz over to Varner. Varner goes up strong off the glass. puts it in for 2. Lead back to 2 now only for the Tigers. Williamstown going full court pressure. Good stuff from Mueller. Mueller goes coast to coast.
Oh, man.
Oh, Mike, thought we had the foul for the N1. Unfortunately, Mueller called for the travel. Williamstown ball down by 2. 4 minutes, 57 seconds to go. Tigers coming out in full court pressure now. Looking to change the tempo.
Harper Burkmeyer leading the press.
Varner brings the ball up the floor, gets it to Litz. Litz getting a lot of time thanks to the injury tonight. However, turnovers there.
There we go.
Harper Burkmeyer for the 2 off the great steal. Williamstown ball. Fryman brings the ball up the floor, gets in the paint, kicks it out. Crump almost lost it, comes up with it, gets it to Varner. Varner penetrates in the paint, kicks it out to Crump. Crump over to Varner.
Surprised Crump's not looking to fire those 3-pointers.
Litz pulls for 3. Basket is good.
Wow.
Williamstown uncharacteristically shooting hot from the 3-point line.
Litz with 5 points.
Not their MO at all, Mike.
No, it's not. They're gonna have the Tigers are gonna have to defend the perimeter here.
Reese penetrates, airmails that ball.
Yeah.
That will be a turnover by Maya Reese.
Mix up.
3:59. Tigers only lead by 1 here, Mike.
Yeah, miscommunication there on the play there. I think she thought Rulin was gonna streak towards the basket on the baseline.
Coach Johnson looking to steady the waters, brings in Connie Arlinghouse off the bench.
Williamstown on a 7-2 run here, Greg.
Price will inbound. Again, Tigers coming out, full court pressure, looking to change up the tempo.
It's that old adage in sports, if you let a team hang around,
Absolutely.
it's going to burn you.
Varner gets the ball, penetrates, kicks it out. However, turnover, unable to come up the pass. Number 22, that is Abby Kennard, who we unidentified in the first half. Mueller will inbound. Appears Williamstown's also going to stick with full court pressure. Gets it in Arlinghouse. Arlinghouse to Burkmeyer. Burkmeyer long pass to Rulin. Rulin skip past to Arlinghouse. Back to Burkmeyer. Burkmeyer pulls for a deep 3. No good. Rebound by Litz.
Nobody around the basket for the Tigers. Oh, who's that on?
Looks like we have a jump ball, Mike.
Jump ball, okay.
I think Stephanie Rulin got a hand on the ball. Officials go with the jump ball.
See, you did it too. Meredith, not
Oh, my
Stephanie.
gosh, I
know,
did,
it's
Mike.
so
I
easy.
did.
It just rolls off the tongue there, I know.
You know, when I'm asking Stephanie Rulin to cut checks,
Right.
you know, that name seems to stick.
Right.
So Josie Barnard goes to the ball, out of bounds, penetrates, although we see another double dribble, Mike.
3 double dribbles and I believe 4 travels called.
Yeah.
Travels called tonight. Goodness. 3:29 remaining. 35-34. Beechwood remains in the lead.
Fryman, running point, gets up to Litz, back to Fryman. Fryman bobbles it, comes up with it, hands off to Litz. Litz looks to resets the offense. Back to Fryman. Fryman gets it to Varner, penetrates, looks to kick it to Mike. I do not. I do.
Basie.
Shanna Basie.
Yeah.
She's unable to handle the ball, out of bounds. Tigers ball. Mueller inbounds to Arlinghouse. 2-2-1. Full court pressure at Williamstown. Back to Mueller. Mueller over to Rulin. Rulin penetrates. Nice penetration. Goes up strong, draws the foul.
Good job.
She will go to the
Good
line to
job.
shoot 2. You know, Mike, the other old adage is, hey, if you're struggling from the outside, take the ball to the rack. Make something happen, whether it's draw the foul or convert for the easy 2.
And I think we've seen that over the years. This team is they're not fans of driving and getting downhill to the basket, and they really they could get some confidence with that. It would be amazing.
Absolutely. And, you know, this team, again, they've made hay over the years shooting the outside shot. They've had that luxury, but it's not falling now, so you got to find other ways to score. Rulin's first free throw in and out, no good.
Meredith comes in with only 1 free throw this year, and she didn't make that one.
Second one good.
So she's now 2 for 3 on the season.
Tigers again, full court pressure. Crump goes right to the rack. Rulin gets a hand on the ball. However, they will call the foul there.
And that right there, Greg, you have to get someone in front of her. You can't.
You got to stop that penetration.
Can't let
You're
her
exactly
drive
right, Mike.
all the way down the floor.
Player 21, her team's third.
So Crump for the Lady Demons will go to the line to shoot 2.
think that's
First
Price.
shot is up. Mike, you are absolutely correct. I stand corrected. Price, first one is good.
Price
Cuts the lead to 1.
on the season, 65.5% shooter from the line.
Second free throw, no good. That will be knocked out of bounds by number 3, Tori Fryman. Tigers ball.
Kaylee Varner and Shayna Basie check back in for Williamstown.
Mueller inbounding for the Tigers. Williamstown 2-2-1 full court pressure. Into Arlinghouse, back to Mueller, back to Arlinghouse. Arlinghouse with the skip pass to Berkmeyer. Merkmeyer picks up a dribble, kicks it out to Mueller. Mueller again with that nice one dribble pull-up jumper, however, no good. Berkmeyer there for the offensive rebound. A lot of contact. She draws the foul.
That's Claire Bolger, actually, Greg.
Number 24, Claire
strong, yep.
Bolger. Mike, I'm struggling here tonight, brother.
No,
Thanks for picking me up.
I understand. We have our moments, Greg. We have our moments.
So now Berkmeyer will inbound. Gets into Mueller. Mueller to Arlinghouse on the left wing. Back to Reese in the
she was gonna
corner.
shoot that one.
She wanted it. Thought better of it. Gets to Berkmeyer. She resets the offense. Arlinghouse calling for the ball. Uses the screen. Penetrates. Kicks it out to Mueller. Mueller, jumper. No good. Rebound by Williamstown. Varner, running point. Gets over to Litz. Litz to Varner. Varner to Fryman. Fryman to, is that Crump, Mike?
Crump. That's
yep.
Crump on the
Crump.
Yep.
Looks to penetrate. Reach in foul on number 24, Claire Bolger.
Right,
that is the 4th team foul by the Tigers. Still
Crump.
a few more to go till the bonus.
Crump at the line, 66% shooter.
Williamstown will inbound underneath their own basket. Lob pass to Crump. Crump shot fake, kicks it back out. Back to Crump. Crump pulls for 3. No good. Arlinghouse
nice,
there with the rebound
nice.
again. She looks to push the tempo.
There we go. There
Fast
we
break,
go.
goes up strong, unable to convert. Maya Reese with the offensive
hit it.
rebound. She kicks it out to Berkmeyer. Berkmeyer pulls for 3. No good. Ball will be out on the Tigers. Williamstown will take possession. 1:51 to go. Tigers with a narrow 1-point lead.
And the Tigers, in order to win this game, they're going to have to start converting on opportunities like that. They're really at a low percentage converting on points off turnovers or in transition.
Varner running point,
them tonight.
gets it to Crump. Crump, a little hesitation move.
Good defense
Penetrates, kicks it out to Litz. Litz going to reset with 1.5 minutes to go.
Quarter's flying by.
Over to Fryman. Fryman pulls for 3. No good. Law of averages starting to catch up with Williamstown. Unfortunately, Crump gets the offensive rebound. Beautiful pass to a cutting Tori Fryman.
That was
for
a
2.
great. Crump is a strong player.
Absolutely. She's a well-rounded player.
Yeah, frustrated by the no look underneath. How about that? Wow.
Wow.
What a
great penetration by Maya. Maya Reese goes coast to coast for the 2.
And a great job answering the bucket there by Fryman.
Crump, shot fake, penetrates, loses the ball, comes back up with it, kicks it out to Litz. Litz to Crump. Crump skip pass. Varney pulls up for a long 2, no good. Offensive rebound by the Tigers.
Greg, they're going to have to get a body on Varney on those, on those wing jumpers. She's been wide open twice and has missed both, thankfully, but eventually those are going to fall if you leave the player wide open.
No doubt.
38-37, 45.9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, senior night here at the Den.
Meredith Rulin.
Well done. Well done.
Emphatic on the Maryland part. Inbounds the ball. Maya Reese brings it up, back to Rulin. Rulin finds Arlinghouse in the corner. Arlinghouse pulls for 3. Knocks it down.
Big
Good
one.
to see Carly
that
Arlinghouse
is a
with
big
the 3.
Greg.
30 seconds to go in this third period. Tigers extend their lead to 4. Williamstown brings the ball up the floor. Varner across half court. Guarded by Rulin. Over to Litz. Litz over to Price. Price penetrates, kicks it back out to Varner, who dribbles off her legs.
Yeah, well, they did a
off
good
her
job
foot,
there.
I should say.
They did a good job right there. They put a body on her,
Yes.
and she wasn't able to either shoot or drive with no one in front of her. So nice job defensively right there by the Tigers.
Rulin inbounds to Maya Reese. Back to Rulin. Williamstown again, 2-2-1, full court pressure. Rulin across half court, gets to Arlinghouse. Arlinghouse to Maya. Maya almost loses it, comes back up with it, crossover, dribbles, gets in the paint, floater. Oof. No good to end the Third period, Tigers with a narrow 4-point lead.
Well, they're dodging bullets left and right.
Yes.
And they come out with a they win the quarter there by 4 points. So overall, nice quarter there. You got this quarter. You have to be consistent. You can't fall into those lulls. So really nice job there. Maya Reese looking really strong. Carly with that huge three. In a game like this, at this juncture, the three like that is a dagger to the opposing team.
Absolutely.
All right, so Greg, big night in Latonia.
Big night,
Coach
Latonia.
Getz and our varsity boys' first district game, 35th district game against Holy Cross. Holy Cross, not by record, you wouldn't think that they're that much of a challenge for our Red Hot Tigers, but they are very good, and that record does not show is not a fair microcosm of what they are and the challenge they provide. Jacob Meyer, one of the top sophomores in the state of Kentucky.
Outstanding shooter.
He's a load. Brandon McClendon, Blake Robinson, the transfer from Grant County, and our old friend Jeremiah Hicks. They are really good. Katie's trying to get an update right now, but the winner of this game puts themselves in a really good position to not have to if a loss to Holmes occurs after this game, have to take that number 4 seed and play Company Catholic in the first round of the district. So this is a gigantic game, and right now it looks like Holy Cross leads 31-29. Or actually, correction on that.
Updated score.
32-28 Holy Cross leads. So we're going to pay close attention to that one. Katie's got that one in her ear. We will provide updates. All right, here we go. Williamstown will have the ball. Fryman gets it into Price. Price running the point, gets it into Crump on left elbow. Crump tries to find a streaking Fryman. That worked in the first half, but not this time. Mueller comes up to rebound. Ball stolen by Varner. Varner defended by Berkmeyer. The Demons will set their offense.
Mueller,
Varner
great
drives.
hustle. Get the steal there. Would have been better off calling a timeout. Instead, turns it over.
Price tops the key. She drives. Free throw line. Leaner. No good, and they're going to call a foul there.
These officials, Mike, they're a little whistle happy.
Okay, that's on Harper Berkmeyer. That's her second foul. The crew might have got a shipment of new whistles. They're trying to get get them going.
Break them in.
Yeah. All right. That's what I was looking for.
Excellent defense by
Crump
Ruland.
on the wing. Correct.
Should have been very close to a 5-second call there, Mike.
All right. Fryman, right wing, defended by Bonar. She gets it to Litz. Free throw line, jumper, no good. Rebound. Fryman, no, Varner. She kicks it to Price. Price drives, and they're going to call a foul. Is that on Carly? If so, that's 4. No, that's on Harper, I think.
Third, team 6th.
Yep, that's on Harper. That's her third. Beechwood 6th. A.J. Mason, third-year coach for Williamstown. He's having a heated conversation with the official.
Yeah, Mike, I didn't see it. He's claiming that the clock continued to run after the foul. I'm not seeing it, but
I didn't see that either. All right, Williamstown inbound. Michaela Price gets it into Varner. Varner top the key, defended by Harper Berkmeyer, who's having an excellent defensive game tonight. She gets it over to Price. Price over to Litz in the corner, back to Price right wing. Price drives. Leaner, no good, and foul. She will head to the line.
Price and Crump have really been the keys to this Williamstown offense in the second half. Nobody else is really doing anything for Williamstown. Williamstown has gone cold shooting the ball, so,
Yeah, foul will be on Hannah Mueller. That's her first. Beechwood 7th.
Crump and Price looking to make things happen by either rebounding the ball or getting penetration and drawing fouls.
Price's free throw no good. She's a 65% shooter. Again, this is a very poor shooting free throw team. Price's second free throw falls. That'll make it 41-38. 3-point lead for the Tigers. 7:17 remaining in the game. Mueller bringing the ball up the floor. Full court press. She gets it to Harper. Harper across the timeline. Avoids a trap. No, stolen by Tori Fryman.
Oh, great block.
Wow. Mercy. That was
Hannah Mueller
Tori
just
Fryman.
kind of shakes her head and puts her hands up like she gives up. I thought that was an excellent block, Mike.
From our angle, that looked clean. And that'll be Hannah's second foul. Fryman at the line. You have Fryman, a 61% free throw shooter. Her free throw is good. 41-39. Second free throw is good. 41-40. Big conversion on the free throws by Fryman. Harper brings the ball up the floor. Dribbles to the left side of the floor and loses it, but they're going to give it back to Beechwood there. Coach A.J. Mason.
Good call by the officials.
Yeah.
Strong defense by Williamstown. Got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds.
Coach Mason tried to coax the official into giving it back to the Demons, but he was having none of it. Ruin into Muir. Muir finds Carly. Jumper in the paint.
Nice
job
by Carly Arlinghouse.
Contact and will head to the line.
And great pass by Mueller there.
Yes.
Finds the cutting Arlinghouse. Unable to convert, but draws the foul. Will go to the line to shoot two.
Foul on Jolie Litz. That's her second foul. Williamstown's third. The clock is not running. Carly's free throw. No good. Got to hit these free throws.
Carly left the line as that ball was in the air.
Yep.
She knew it just wasn't a good shot. Let's see if she can knock down the second.
Second free throw, good. 42-40, Tigers lead, 6:50 remaining. Full court press here. Varner dribbles past Hannah Muir, down the timeline. Free throw line, bounce pass to Price. Price puts it up and in. Too easy. Too easy, Greg.
Too easy. You're exactly right, Mike.
42-42, tie game here. Senior night at the Den.
Bad things happen when you let the ball get in the paint like that.
Yep. All right, Carly, left wing. She's going to get it to Berkmeyer, top of the key, over to Maya Reese, right wing. She gets it into Harper. Harper gets it knocked away. Crump with the bat away. Demons come up with it. Varner, right wing. Tie game here, 42-42, 6:14 remaining. Varner bounce pass over to Litz. Litz dribbles to the left, over to batted away by Carly.
Great
Carly,
job
here
by
we go.
Carly Arlinghouse.
Crosses over, coast to coast, misses. Rebound by Gracie Crump. Crump over to Litz and timeout. Timeout, yep. I think.
Yes, timeout.
Okay. All right, so 42-42, 5:58 remaining. Katie, we got an update on the game. It looks like right now, 38-35 at the half. Holy Cross leads. Greg, that honestly, it would surprise me if we did not come away with a win in that game.
I would be surprised. Holy Cross is always a tough place to play, no doubt about it. But, on paper, there's, no doubt that Beechwood's a better team tonight.
Right. Well, and I think, the edge that you give is top, 1 through 8.
Mm-hmm.
The Tigers bench is better.
Absolutely.
I think certainly, no slight towards Holy Cross. Jacob Meyer is an absolute beast.
Yes,
but
yes,
so
he
is
is.
Scotty Drought. So is Will Downton. So I think just overall, for me, I felt like the only way that Holy Cross could beat us would be if Jacob Meyer went for 50-plus. He's had a couple of 40-point games, but, in terms of winning a game against Beechwood, I felt like he would have to really explode. So we'll pay close attention to that one. 5:58 remaining, 42-42. All right. Yeah, I just said that. All right, Kaylee Varner over to Price, left wing. Price over to Tori Fryman. Fryman over to Varner. Varner harassed by Maya Reese. Great defense.
Excellent
right there.
Defense.
Varner has to back out. She's putting herself in a bad spot there, but she gets it away to Fryman. Fryman defended by Bonar. Fryman over to Litz, top of the key. Litz over to Varner. Varner defended by Ruling, gets it to Crump. Top of the key, and they're going to call a travel. There it is. That was a good call. 5:26 remaining, 42-42 here.
Tigers looking to step up their defense in the remaining 5.5, Mike.
All right, Mueller will inbound to Reese. Maya Reese having a strong game tonight. She dribbles down the right side of the floor now. crosses over, gets it to Ruin across the timeline, top to key, bounce pass over to Maya. Maya finds Muir on the blocks. Hannah puts it up and in and draws contact. 1, great pass by Maya Reese.
Absolutely.
And 2, nice job by Hannah to convert despite the defenders for the Demons closing in on her. So Hannah with the baseline jumper, that will give the Tigers a 2-point lead, and with this free throw, that could make it 3. Free throw falls.
Nice job by Hannah Mueller.
45-42. Really nice job, Greg. All right, full court press here by the Tigers. Fryman in some trouble. She gets it to Crump. Crump bounces it back to Fryman. Fryman across the timeline, defended by Carly. She spins, puts up a leaner, and it falls. Wow.
Tough shot there, Mike.
These guards for Williamstown are pretty solid. Good ball
they
handlers and decent shooters. Bonar, right wing. She gets into Hannah. Hannah spins, puts up a leaner. No good. And Crump, strong rebound underneath. Loses it. Bonar gets it back and puts it up and
nice
in
job.
to give the Tigers a 47-44 lead. 4:38 remaining. Varner, top of the key. Bounce pass over to Litz. Gets it to Crump in the corner. Crump trying to find Price on the block. She floats it in. Not a bad pass there, but
timeout.
Coach Mason calls timeout. He didn't like what he saw there, and he wants the girls to regroup and try something different. Good that really you got the defense here by the Lady Tigers has been really strong in this fourth quarter. All right, Katie, we got a scoring update? No? Okay. So, Greg, tonight, big game Holy Cross, and then tomorrow night, senior night for the boys.
Tomorrow night.
Senior night for the boys against Simon Kenton. That'll be a really nice game. Simon Kenton, they're in kind of a rebuilding year for them. Let's see if I can get some information on SK. All right, 4:23 remaining, 47-44. Tigers lead on the floor for the Tigers. Reese, Mueller, Ruin, Bonar, Arlinghouse. Williamstown will inbound. Varner looking for help. She bounces it into Price. Price defended by Arlinghouse. She kicks it out to Fryman. Fryman fires 3. Misses. Rebound, Josie Bonar. She gets it to Maya. Maya brings it up the floor. 4:13 remaining. Tigers lead by 3. Maya over to Carly, left wing. Carly looking, gets it to Maya, top of the key. Maya defended tightly. She gets it over to Carly. Carly, runner to baseline and out of bounds. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Bad angle by the official there,
Apparently.
All right, Meredith Ruin will inbound underneath. 3:58 remaining. 47-44. Tigers lead here in the Den, senior night. Ruin floats it into Muir. Muir puts it on the ground, turns up and in. Big basket. Hannah Mueller, 5 straight points, 49-44. Beechwood leads.
Mueller has had the steady hand tonight.
Yes.
She's been probably the most consistent player on the floor.
All right, Varner, top of the key, defended by Arlinghouse. Varner over to Shayna Basie. Basie drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Carly. Too easy. Thankfully, she wasn't able to convert there on that. Carly, top of the key, over to Maya Reese, right wing. Maya drives.
Wow, great
floater
crossover
up,
by Maya.
No good.
Oh.
And rebound will go out of bounds and will go back to Williamstown.
Mike, just another example of the Tigers, just their shooting woes continue. That was a beautiful crossover by Maya Reese. Puts up a nice floater. Just unable to get the fall.
So, Greg, and it looks like we got a timeout called on the floor. Greg, Simon Kenton, they come into tomorrow night's game 6-3. They're playing Scott tonight. That'll be a good game.
Yes.
But Simon Kenton this year with wins over Lloyd, Williamstown, Lexington Lafayette, Grant County, Boone County, and Evangel Christian. And they've lost to Campbell County by 15, Dixie by 2, and Cooper by 9. So, 6-3, but no real strong victories there. So that should be a fun game. But it will be interesting to see, one of the top seniors in Northern Kentucky, and senior Kelly Neese, who comes in averaging 25.3 points a game. So he is a fun player to watch. He will be a next-level player, so it'll be good to see him. They're also led by Isaac Miller, who comes in averaging close to 15 points a game, and Travis Croman, who averages 7.5 points a game. So they got some talent, but again, I think the main difference between Simon Kent and Beechwood, similar to what I think the main difference is between Beechwood and Holy Cross, is what do you look like 1 through 9.
That's right. That's right.
All right, 49-44. Tigers come back out on the floor. 3:24 remaining. Hannah Muir with 5 straight points, Greg. She's really turned it on here on your night. All right, Gracie Crump gets it into Bonar. Full court press. Maya leading the press. Bounces it across to Fryman. Fryman to Price in the paint. She puts up a runner. No good. Williamstown missing all kinds of shots here, Greg. Maya brings it up to 4, 3:10 remaining. Over to Muir. Muir defended by Price. Muir back to Bonar, top of the key. Bonar over to Maya, right wing. Maya dribbles towards the top of the key. Tigers slowing it down. She hands it off to Bonar. Bonar drives, puts it up and in. That is a big basket right there. 51-44, 2:44 remaining. Defensive collapse there by Williamstown,
Absolutely.
but great job by Josie Bonar to take advantage.
Bonar with a great crossover to shake the defender and get to the rack. Love it.
All right, foul going to be called on the floor by Maya Reese. That's her first foul. 2:36 remaining. Coach Johnson fired up right now. He wants this win. Did you catch that?
I did catch that, Mike.
All right. Kaylee Varner at the line. On the season, Varner from the line. 16%, and as if on cue, knocks it down.
Mike, we seem to
I
seem to have a pattern there, Mike.
All right, Varner's second free throw. No good. Rebound, Hannah Muir. Muir gets it to Maya Reese. Reese brings it up the floor. Varner waiting for her. She gets it to Ruin. Ruin back to Reese across the timeline over to Carly, left wing. Carly to Bonar, left corner. Bonar bounce pass, dangerous, but Meredith Ruin comes up with it. She gets it to Muir, back over to Carly, left wing. Carly, top of the key to Maya Reese. Maya Reese, a sophomore point guard, has had an outstanding game tonight. She crosses over, hands it off to Bonar. Bonar drives, kicks it out to Hannah Muir, almost turns it over, but Hannah comes up with it. Hannah gets it to Carly. Carly over to Meredith.
Mike, 2 minutes to go. Key possession. I'd like to see maybe run some isolation for Hannah Muir
Yeah,
at this
absolutely.
point.
Well,
I like that
not,
defensive matchup.
Yeah,
you know?
Why not continue to go with the hot hand, right? All right, Ruin will inbound from the sideline. 1:57 remaining. Tigers lead 51-45. She gets it into Hannah. Hannah bounces it over to Ruin. Ruin fouled by Shayna Basie. 1:52 remaining, 51-45.
Only the 5th team fouled
Right.
for Williamstown, so Tigers have 2 more to go till they get to the bonus.
Ruin will inbound. She gets it to, almost gets it to Maya, but Josie Bonar comes up with the loose ball. Great
Streaking
recovery
Josie
there.
Bonar.
Shayna Basie will foul Meredith again. Josie Bonar is a nice player. You know, in that game against Newport Central Catholic that we broadcast, Coach Getz and I, she had a fantastic game off the bench. She came in off the bench and just wreaked havoc. Played really well, and we're seeing that again tonight.
2 of the nice
Meredith.
sophomore players that Coach Johnson has.
Yes. Meredith gets it over to Maya, top of the key. Maya bounce pass over to Bonar. Bonar drives, puts up a leaner, no good. Rebound, Tori Fryman. And they're going to call a foul on Bonar. Love the thought there. Unfortunately, just unable to convert.
Well, unfortunately, you know, that will be the 10th team foul for the Tigers, so Williamstown will go to the line to shoot 2 with the clock stopped.
A lot of time left.
Absolutely.
But Williamstown
Yes.
just really collapsing offensively here in this fourth quarter. All right, Tori Fryman at the line. Fryman on the season, 61.5% from the free throws straight. Free throw good, 51-46. All right, Fryman, second free throw is good. 51-47, 4-point game here Tigers lead. Ruin to Muir. Muir down the court to Reese. Reese to
One
Bonar
more.
elbow.
There it is.
Finds a wide open Carly Arlinghouse, who puts it up and in. Great play right there. That's how you break a press, Greg. 53-47.
Great find by
Tigers lead,
Bonar. I
yes.
thought she missed Carly at first, but she found her for an easy two.
All right, Fryman top of the key. She dribbles towards the wing. Turns around, gets it to Price. Price fires for three. Desperation three. Rebound, Meredith.
Great
Ruin.
rebound by Ruland.
All right, Reese brings it up the floor, gets it to Arlinghouse. And a foul called. We'll call that on Tori Fryman. 59.2 seconds remaining. Tigers lead by 6. Senior night here at the Den, celebrating the careers of Hannah Muir, Carly Arlinghouse, and Meredith Ruland. Carly at the line. Free throw, no good. Price with the rebound. Price down the court to Varner. Varner kicks it over to Litz. Litz fires for 3. That's no good. And rebound. Fight for the rebound. Fryman comes up with it, and they're going to call a travel. That's a great call right there by the official. And are we ahead? Okay, Holy Cross leads third quarter action 46-43 over our Beechwood Tigers. 46 seconds remaining, 53-47 on the floor for the Tigers. Reese, Bonar, Muir, Ruland, Arlinghouse. Hannah gets it into Maya. Maya back to Hannah. And Hannah quickly fouled there by Kaylee Varner. Hannah will head to the line. She has had one heck of a second half here. She had 7 points in the first half, so my guess is she's probably, 15 or 16 points here, if not more?
Absolutely, Mike. I think she's right on that.
Isn't it fascinating how we completely misjudged this point totals just by watching?
No doubt.
Muir's first free throw is good. 42.1 seconds remaining. Second free throw is good.
Yeah, no doubt. Mueller's the one that, waning seconds here, you want the ball in her hands.
And that free throw will give the Lady Tigers an 8-point lead here with 42 seconds remaining. Got to give Coach Johnson a tip of the cap and for a really nice job coaching this team tonight to this victory. Multiple points. This looked dicey, at best. But, they just really did a great job of turning the defensive pressure up here in the third quarter. And Williamstown, we talked about, the Achilles heel for both of these teams was they're both just not really good at shooting teams. And as we've seen, they're, Williamstown firing up multiple threes and jump shots from the wing. And they, that's just not their game, unfortunately. So, great job by our Beechwood Tigers, led by Maya Reese, Hannah Muir, and Carly Arlinghouse. All right, Brittany Price will inbound. She gets it into Varner. Varner, defended by Reese. She gets it across the timeline, bounce pass to Michaela Price. She drives, kicks it out to Fryman. Fryman drives, spins, kicks it to Price. Price drives. Here we go. Kicks it out to Fryman, over to Varner. She fires for 3. No good.
Great job by the Tigers. Excellent defensive effort by the Tigers there. They came out in the full court press, kind of a token press, just to make sure Williamstown runs some extra clock. Excellent half-court defense, ran some clock, made them force a contested 3. Great rebound, and Mueller will go to the line for 2. I'm sorry, Mike. 1-1. My bad. Still only at 9 fouls.
Dr. Naismith would be proud of you there.
Thank you.
Free throw good by Hannah Muir. What a game she's had tonight.
Absolutely. Again, she has just been such a steady force. She's,
no doubt.
She doesn't look to force a smart ball player. Doesn't look to force anything. Doesn't take bad shots. The shots she does take, she converts. She's been very solid all around this evening.
This is her best game of the season. She has been in double figures 3 times against Villa. On February 2nd, 14 points. She misses the free throw, rebound by Price. She gets it to Varner. Varner down the floor to Litch. She fires for 3. Unfortunately for her, won't go in. But on the rebound, Abby Knar, she will knock down the jumper to make it 56-47. Coach Mason calls a timeout with 12.8 seconds to go.
And Mike, I'd be remiss if we didn't mention Meredith Rulin was taken out on that last free throw. Just, give her an opportunity to be recognized by the fans.
Great catch, Greg.
Mike is Coach Johnson is looking to substitute his other seniors now. Same thing. You want them to be recognized by the fans. Unfortunately, not so much the same effect as Williamstown calls a timeout here.
Well, I think there's a lot of there's a lot of ways that you judge the careers of basketball players, and everybody looks at wins, but that's not the only way. These girls haven't had a great amount of success, but what they have done is they will leave this program in a much better position than it was in when they started. They have had incremental success every year, and these three young ladies have been a big part of it. Beyond that, what they've left is the idea of what a teammate is, how to be a team, what the importance of chemistry is with these younger players. So they just, senior night, as you said, bittersweet, but, these three young ladies are to be applauded for everything they've accomplished, even though they did not win a lot of games.
Right.
All right, 10 seconds remaining, 56-49, Tigers lead.
Tigers need to be careful inbounding here. Yes. If nothing else, just throw it long so some clock runs.
Bounce pass into Bolger, and that will be a turnover there by the Tigers. Coach Johnson shouting to his young ladies to be disciplined here, make good decisions. 9.5 seconds to go. Price will inbound from underneath. Price bounces it into Kennard. Kennard fires for three, hits it. Abby Kennard, the 8th grader, buries a triple from the wing. 5 straight points for her. That'll make it 56-52. I think.
56-52,
yes.
And with that, the three seniors will check back in, Mike.
I think a good call. Greg, Katie, in our post-game review, where she grades your performance and mine, she mentioned an opportunity area is to stop repeating the same word over and over again. She mentioned
I have a real problem with that, Mike.
She mentioned that I used the word medal 638 times on Tuesday night, and we had a spirited discussion about the merits of emphasizing versus being redundant.
That was a strongly used term. I will say that, Mike. I will agree with Katie on that.
One time. This team showed a lot of mettle tonight. This is a gutsy win.
Grit.
I just said gutsy.
Grit is a good term, Katie. I like that. Katie, our producer, stepping in. She's got the thesaurus for us. She's saying, let's throw out some grit. That's an excellent term, Katie. I appreciate that.
All right, Hannah Muir will inbound. 56-52, Tigers lead. Hannah bounces it into Maya Reese.
There
Reese
you go.
quickly fouled by Abby Kennard.
Nice job.
Reese will head to the line. Katie, we got a scoring update? Almost, she says. All right, Maya Reese heads to the line. 5 seconds remaining. 56-52. Free throw is good. 57-52 pushes the lead to 5. Coach Johnson screaming no foul. Second free throw is good. Great job by Maya Reese. Price with the ball brings it down the floor. 4 seconds remaining. She's at the top of the key. She'll fire three. Blocked by Carly Arlinghausen. Is that not a fitting way to end senior night here at the Den? Beechwood Lady Tigers 58, Williamstown Lady Demons 52. Tigers win on senior night. Carly Arlinghouse, Hannah Mueller, and Meredith Ruin. What a game.
Great game, great win, great grit, right, Katie?
Grit, guts.
Love it.
But we're not going to say medal.
No medal.
So we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to try to get some scoring numbers from Nick Ritter handling the book, and we will come back and talk about this. Hopefully grab Keith Johnson for a few minutes and talk about his three seniors and this gutsy win. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be right back. Go Tigers. And we are back here at the Den where the Beechwood Lady Tigers knock off Williamstown 58-52 behind an outstanding fourth quarter defensive effort by the Tigers, spurred by Hannah Mueller's outstanding offensive quarter as well. So Coach Johnson, we are here with Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson, congratulations on the win. With the win, the Lady Tigers moved to 4-5. Nice win by your girls tonight.
Yeah, and it's especially nice to get it on senior night.
Yeah.
And you know, it's been a rough couple of weeks for us, just with the COVID and the being in quarantine and not being able to play, and just to get back and be able to do what we love to do and to celebrate these seniors today was really a lot of fun.
So it is, and I know we're on limited time here, so we'll be quick here. But I think the most important thing that we wanted to get some of your comments on, just if you could, just talk about your three seniors and their profound impact on this program.
Yeah, and I in a few minutes I have to go, and we're going to have a reception for these guys, and I prepared some remarks to make there. I'll give you the summary of that, is that this is probably the most important senior class that Beechwood girls basketball has ever had. When they won't be the winningest class because of where we started 4 years ago. But, I mean, when these freshmen are seniors, they'll win probably 2-3 times as many games over the course of their career.
Right.
But they won't be as important. And not that they're not important, but these guys dug the well so that others can drink the water.
I love that.
And
well
said.
said.
And that is so true. And they have been here since day one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I remember, and they remember it too. Our first game, their freshman year, we lost 82 to 11.
We talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that.
And now, 4 years later, we are playing meaningful games against top teams in our region and competing at a high level every single night.
It's been a lot of fun.
And it's a tribute to these seniors to put in the time and to stick with it and to get us to where we are.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Coach, what was fun tonight, and that, again, that's a great quote. Mike and I talked about how those three seniors really built the foundation here. They're going to lead this program in such better shape than what it was. And then specifically in tonight's game, each senior did something meaningful to contribute this win.
Oh, yeah.
Carly Arlinghouse hasn't been shooting the ball that well. I felt she played great defense. She rebounded the ball well. She got to the basket. Hannah Mueller she really steadied the water. She came up with big shots.
Big fourth quarter.
She shot a high percentage. And Meredith Rulin, she just did whatever was needed.
Well, a big three-pointer, and, she just does everything. So.
Yeah, and we just, and we were a little shorthanded tonight because a couple of our regulars weren't with us. And I thought that hurt our depth. And so those seniors, they had to play freaking almost the whole game.
Right,
I mean, I don't think Hannah got out in the second half at all.
Sure.
And Carly maybe for 30 seconds. But, I mean, you got to ride it. And I told him, I said at the timeout with about 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter, I said, you're in for the duration. There's no cavalry coming to save you. You got to go the rest of the way.
Talk about Hannah's fourth quarter performance. And she had 7 first half points, knocking down jumpers. But in the fourth quarter, she seemed to really take the team on her shoulders and converted seemingly on every opportunity she had.
Yeah, and I think she's starting to recognize, it's taken 4 years, but she's starting to recognize where she has the matchup advantages. And she did. And it's as important as that is that our other players are recognizing that Hannah has a matchup advantage, and we can take advantage of that. Get the ball to her in spots where she can go score, because her skill set is really unique, because she's a 5'10", maybe 5'11", with guard skills.
No doubt.
So if you put a bigger player on her, she can go by them. If you put a smaller player on them, she's just going to shoot over them. And that's a hard player to match up against.
Well, we also talked about, and I'm sure among the many things, this is probably one of the things you're most proud of, the gutsiness shown by those girls at multiple points in the second and fourth quarters when it looked like things weren't going to head in the right direction.
We had a great first quarter, I thought, and even though we missed a few layups, we had a nice lead at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, we clearly let up, I thought, and we get into halftime, and people are hanging their heads, and I'm like, well, it's a tie game. It's not like we're losing here. We're right. We just have to play the second half like we play the first quarter, and we're fine. And,
no doubt.
And we did.
And Williamstown was a little uncharacteristically good from the three-point line tonight, I'd say. I think they hit some shots they probably normally don't hit.
The thing about Williamstown, AJ does a really good job coaching them. And you know this going in, is that on their offense, they are very deliberate. They're the use case for having a shot clock in high school basketball, because they think nothing of running 30, 35, 40 seconds off the clock and before they get a shot. They're really patient, and they're really well schooled in that. And we, at times, struggled to stay focused on the defensive end.
Sure.
We would play hard defense for 10 seconds, and then we would lose somebody. And part of that is, and I don't want to dwell on the players we did not have tonight, but the two that we were missing, that are our main rotation players, Allie Owen and Riley Boyd, are two really, really good defenders. And so you take them out, it really hurts us on the defensive end, even more so than on offense.
So we saw a lot of players digging deep out there with it. I mean, and that's another sign of the progression of the team.
You know, and we like to play the run and jump. We want to get out and press full court, and you know, to do that effectively, you really need to go 8, 9 players deep. We didn't have 8 or 9 players tonight that we felt that we could get to in this situation, and so we did play a lot more minutes with the starters than we would normally want to.
Talk about the effort tonight of sophomore point guard Maya Reese, who finished with 12 points, but also seemed to show a great court vision at a lot of different times, and found Hannah there at the end in a really big basket. Hannah drew contact, hit the free throw. That was a big play in this game. Talk about her performance.
It's nice to have
tonight.
Maya back. So she sprained her ankle in the second half of our game at Holmes a couple of weeks ago. Missed a couple of games with that injury, and then we all missed a few games with quarantine, and so just to get her back, and she's come back really strong from that injury and playing at a high level. But her, she's not a natural point guard, but she has embraced that role since she's been at Beechwood, and now that she's a second-year starter, you can just see her getting more and more comfortable taking on that responsibility every day, and she's going to be really, really good before she leaves here.
Well, she was fun to watch tonight. Coach, this program, from where you and these young ladies have taken it, tonight has to be a really special night for you, not just for the girls, but just as a display of how far it's come. Talk about how you're feeling right now.
This class is special, and this team is special, and I just, you know, it's been a challenging year for everybody with the COVID and all that goes with that, and the schedule changes. I mean, we picked up a game for tomorrow afternoon yesterday, right? So I mean, it's that kind of season, and the resiliency that these kids have shown to just continue to fight through that and play through that it's really impressive, and I couldn't be more proud of a team.
Fitting end to the game tonight with Carly with the block shot at half court. Don't you think?
No doubt.
Although if they called a foul on her there,
I knew that was coming.
We might have had a different answer.
Last question I have for you, and then Greg, if you have anything, what do you think that the juniors, sophomores, what do you think that they think of these girls? These 3 seniors. These seniors
are the true core of this team, and they've been leaders, and really they've been leaders since before this year. When they came in, and we're going to talk about this in a minute when we go to the reception, the roster my first year when they were freshmen, we had 1 senior with a torn ACL, we had no juniors, we had 3 sophomores, and everybody else was a freshman with a couple of 8th graders sprinkled in, and so there was no, playing JV, getting ready to, build yourself. They played because that was who was here. Sometimes you play when you're ready. Sometimes you play when you're needed. And they might not have been ready, but they were sure needed.
Right.
And now the kids that are coming up, they can play when they're ready, and
Right.
we don't have to
Right.
rush anybody in. And I don't think that everybody appreciates how important that is.
Sure, no
Yeah,
doubt,
absolutely.
no doubt.
Greg, you got anything else?
No, I don't, Coach.
All right.
Other than say, enjoy the reception. I enjoy celebrating these 3 girls. I know it's obvious how much they've meant to you and meant to the program. So
No doubt.
just enjoy it tonight.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, it was a fun game. All
Coach,
right.
thank you. Thanks for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
All right, Greg, a couple things real quick before we sign off for the night. Just some scoring numbers. Carly Arlinghouse led the Tigers with 18 points. Hannah Mueller with 15. Maya Reese chipped in 12. Harper Burkmeyer with 5 points. Let's see, Meredith Ruland with 3, and Josie Bonar, she had 4 points. So great win tonight for the Tigers. Nice to have it on senior night. Big week ahead for the Lady Tigers. They will travel to Campbell County tomorrow, as Coach Johnson said. They'll play Ludlow on Thursday night at home, and then they will travel to play Highlands next Friday night. So big week ahead. Hopefully we'll be able to get all those games in.
Yep.
So, just a really fun night here at the Den watching the Lady Tigers, and we will be keeping our fingers crossed that they'll be able to bring home a few wins this week, and God willing, we'll be able to do a few more games this year and, watch these ladies shine. But fun night, Greg.
It was a fun night, and again, all the props to those 3 seniors. They've accomplished so much as far as building this program goes, and Beechwood fans, certainly they need to be recognized and appreciated for that.
No doubt. And also, not to, you can't underscore how much of a difference Coach Johnson has made with this program, too. Understanding years ago the importance of the building the blocks to get to here. Not a lot of coaches would have that kind of patience. So
Right.
that's Katie, we have a score. Okay, so unfortunately that's froze. Our last, just in the boys playing at Holy Cross, our last score was, let's see, Katie is, our last score, the Tigers were not doing so well, trailing by 11. We're going to keep our fingers crossed on that one. Really need that win, Greg.
Absolutely,
really need
Mike.
that win.
Absolutely.
So let's see. It looks like Katie's jotting the score down, and it looks like we're down 13-71-58. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed for a big comeback win there. Greg, good job by you tonight.
Mike.
Good job by you. I sometimes I am wowed at your brilliance
Mike,
with this stuff.
you're an excellent liar, and I appreciate it.
Well, I still say I stand by.
Outstanding job by
did a
you, my
fantastic
friend.
job.
Outstanding job.
Katie Murphy rocked it on the production side.
Always.
Thank you to Tim Lillard, Brandon Van Brom, Ryan Booth, Brandon Slusher for the backside of this. Without their work, none of this happens. And we will definitely be doing a few more games at the end of the year on the girls' side. We will let everyone know when we can work that out logistically. Stay tuned on our Facebook and Twitter pages for updates on that. And we hope everyone has a tremendous weekend. Carly Arlinghouse, Hannah Muir, Meredith Ruin. Tiger Nation loves you.
Go Tigers.